You know how people say, it's just babysitting, it will be easy money? Yeah, I used to believe that too. Until that night. It was a chilly Friday evening in October. Leaves were rustling outside, the kind of night where you'd expect ghost stories and marshmallows. Not a real life horror show. I had just arrived at the Alderson's house. Big, old, creaky. Like something out of a vintage movie. But I wasn't thinking horror. I was thinking $200 for a single night. I can finally fix the brakes on my car. Mr. and Mrs. Alderson greeted me at the door. Polite, a little pale. Something about their eyes felt drained, like they hadn't slept in weeks. Before they left, Mrs. Alderson leaned in, too close, and whispered, "If they talk about the mirror man, just ignore it. Don't ask questions. Just distract them." Then she smiled too widely, like she was pretending to be human. 9 and 12 p.m. The kids, Ellie and Sammy, were sweet, a little quiet, but nothing unusual. I give them some cereal, read a bedtime story, and talk them in. No sign of anything weird. But as I walked past the hallway mirror, I swear I saw something move. Behind me. I spun around. Empty hallway. Just shadows and silence. I laughed it off. "You're just tired," I told myself. But then Sammy called out, "Can you close the bathroom door? He's looking at me again." I paused. "What do you mean?" I asked from the hallway. "He's got no eyes, but he watches me from the mirror." 10 and 6 p.m. I sat on the couch trying to chill. TV on, popcorn in hand, the usual. But then the baby monitor crackled with static followed by Ellie's voice. "He's in our room now. He wants to play hide and seek." I bolted upstairs. Ellie was wide-eyed, sitting upright in bed. "The mirror," she whispered. "He's smiling." I turned slowly. The mirror across the room was uncovered. But something was wrong. In the reflection, Ellie was smiling, but in real life, she wasn't. I blinked. The reflection tilted its head to the side. Ellie didn't move. I threw a blanket over the mirror, my hands trembling. "Go to sleep, sweetie," I mumbled, trying to sound calm. "It's just shadows." Ellie looked at me with the saddest eyes I've ever seen. "He told me you're going to scream next." 10:44 p.m. Sammy was crying now. I ran into his room and froze. On the wall above his bed, something had been scratched into the paint. Long jagged letters that looked burned into the plaster. "I see you." The wallpaper had started peeling, as if something beneath the surface was trying to claw out. And then, something tapped the window from the outside. 3 times. Tap, tap, tap. We were on the second floor. 11:03 p.m. I grabbed my phone to call the parents. Still no answer. I tried the front door. Locked. Bolted shut. I turned the deadbolt. It wouldn't move. It felt like the house itself didn't want me to leave. Then every light in the house flickered and died. Pitch black. From upstairs, I heard Ellie singing, a slow, eerie melody I'd never heard before, and another voice humming along with her, a deeper voice. I lit a candle and crept up the stairs. The singing stopped the second I reached the top. Ellie and Sammy were now both staring at the hallway mirror. The blanket I'd placed over it? Gone. Their reflections were still there, but in the mirror, I wasn't. Then the grandfather clock in the living room began to chime. Midnight. On the 12th chime, every mirror in the house shattered at once. I screamed. Glass flew across the hallway, slitting my arm open. Blood dripped down my hand as I scooped off the kids and ran back downstairs. The front door was now wide open. Standing in the doorway were Mr. and Mrs. Alderson. Expressionless. No surprise, no worry. Just calm, like they knew what had happened. Mrs. Alderson knelt down beside Ellie and kissed her forehead. "Did he show himself for you?" she asked softly. Ellie nodded. "Good," the mother whispered. "He likes you." Then they turned to me. "You did well," Mr. Alderson said, pressing an envelope into my bloodied hand. "We didn't expect you to last." I opened the envelope. Inside, cash and a photograph. It was a picture of me, standing next to the mirror. But the version of me in the photo wasn't smiling. He was screaming. I never went back. I blocked their number, changed phones. But that wasn't the end, because sometimes, late at night, my bathroom mirror fogged up, even when there was no steam. And written in the condensation were those same 3 words: "I see you." So, if someone offers you a babysitting job that feels too good to be true, ask them one question: what's hiding behind the mirrors? Because once you see it, it sees you back.